today I'm going to be swapping the careers of Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts to see how the NFL works out. So, as you guys can see, Patrick Mahomes is on the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts is on the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, as you can see, clearly this is quite the downgrade for Jalen Hurts. I mean, we have Rice and Travis Kelce to work with, but that's pretty much it. But on the bright side, I mean, the Chiefs do have a pretty solid defense. But on the other hand, I mean, this is obviously a huge upgrade for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I'd probably say this is the best offense in the NFL. And the same thing goes for the defense. I mean, these guys are absolutely loaded. So, I mean, it should be pretty interesting seeing how these two players fit in with their new squads. But as you can see, the Chiefs got to play the Lions in week 1. And I mean, obviously, the Lions are not an easy team to beat like they used to be. This is going to be a pretty tough game, but we got to stop on defense. So, we have the ball at the 8-yard line to start things off. The Lions did bring up a 3rd down after that, though. So, I'm going to try and go for Kelce. I mean, we all know Patrick Mahomes and Kelce were a crazy duo, and hopefully Hurts and Kelce can do the same thing. I mean, that's a huge pickup. As I said, I mean, Jalen Hurts definitely does not have the weapons on this team that he had on the Eagles, but I'm hoping that we can use Pacheco and Kelce to our advantage. And I mean, over the years, I'm expecting Rice to go up to like a 90 overall, because I mean, whenever I do videos with the Chiefs, it seems like he does progress pretty well. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with him here, though. I mean, he's gonna be wide open, and he's gonna get another big pickup. I mean, things are looking pretty good on this drive for the most part. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Kelce here, though, and hopefully he can seal the deal. I mean, it's kind of locked up. Actually, that's gonna work. That is gonna put us in perfect field position. So after that play, all we need to do is get 10 yards and we're in the end zone. I would like to go for a run, but I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Rice. Oh, that's close. We're gonna catch it, but it's not a first. I was hoping he'd get in the end zone there, but either way, I'd say we're set up pretty well. I'm probably just gonna try and go for Kelce, who is wide open. So he's gonna bring it in for the touchdown, which is gonna give the lead to the Chiefs first here. As I said, though, the Lions are not an easy matchup, so I'm really not expecting that lead to last. But I mean, it looks like our offense went off today. Our defense did allow 24 points, so it was pretty close. But either way, we're gonna take a 10-point win in week 1. So Jalen Hurts got the job done. The Chiefs are gonna be 1-0. I mean, I know it's only one game, but from what I've seen, Jalen Hurts did look pretty solid. But now it's time to see if Patrick Mahomes can do the same thing. As you can see, the Eagles have to play the Pats in week 1, and it looks like we start with the ball here as well. So I'm just gonna try and go for a run with Swift here, and hopefully we can pick up some decent yardage. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm kind of expecting a blowout here. I mean, let's keep it real, man. Now that the Eagles have Patrick Mahomes, I don't think anyone's really gonna be able to keep up with this team. I mean, you've seen the roster. This is a total mismatch. We're gonna find Brown for a 1st down. So I mean, as long as we keep hitting our targets, we should be fine here. I'm gonna go back to Brown on this play. If he's locked up, we might be able to go for Julio, but he's gonna be wide open, and it looks like we have some open field, so that's gonna be another huge pickup. I'm already liking this Patrick Mahomes AJ Brown duo, man. I mean, so far they seem pretty unstoppable. He's locked up there, so we're just gonna go for the tight end. He is only 1 yard short of the 1st down. I mean, I could go for a shot here, but I'm just gonna play it safe and just go for a run of Swift, and it looks like we're gonna get into the end zone, so that's gonna work out for us. That's gonna give the lead to the Eagles first here. As I said, I mean, I think we're just gonna keep rolling for the whole game. I mean, we didn't get the blowout that I was looking for. The Pats did keep things decently close, but that's still a pretty big margin, though. So we're gonna get the win, which moves the Eagles to 1-0 on this season. I mean, this Eagles team is looking like they're gonna be the team to beat, but either way, I'd say it's pretty safe to say that both teams should make the playoffs. And as expected, I mean, the Eagles went off going 16-1 to win the division, and that record is also gonna give them the #1 seed in the playoffs. But on the other hand, the Chiefs are gonna go 10-7. They barely squeaked into the playoffs as the 7th seed. They have to play the Raiders in the wild card round. I mean, it's nice to see they made it to the playoffs, but it looks like they are having some problems without Patrick Mahomes, which doesn't really make sense, because as you can see, Jalen Hurts had 4,200 yards for 31 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, which is a career high. And on the other hand, Mahomes had 3,900 yards for 27 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, which for him is actually pretty bad. But anyways, it looks like the Chiefs are going to take down the Raiders, so now they have to play the Jets, and the Eagles play the Saints. But unfortunately, the Jets are going to sneak away with a 3-point win, so that puts an end to the Chiefs' playoff run. On the other hand, the Eagles got the dub, so now they play the Cowboys. It looks like the Eagles are already off to a pretty hot start in this one. Darius Slay got an interception for us, so we have the ball at the 49-yard line to start things off, and somehow Swift is barreling through everyone. After that, I'm just going to hand the ball back to him, man, because I mean, it looked like nobody was able to take this guy down, so hopefully he can do the exact same thing here. Come on, bro. Give me another solid run. I mean, this time we're gonna get shut down. To be fair, he still got 3 yards on that play, and it looked like he probably should have got stopped behind the line, so it seems like Swift is going off right now. I'm gonna try and put in the air this time, though. I mean, it looks like we're gonna find A.J. Brown, and we're gonna get a block, but we're gonna get stopped just short of the touchdown. We were this close, man. We almost squeezed in there, but either way, 4 yards to go, and we're in the end zone, so I'm probably just gonna put in the air here. Brown, come on, wide open, let's go. That's gonna be an easy one for Brown. I mean, this duo is insane, man. I'm not gonna lie. Mahomes and Brown might be the best duo in the league right now. Either way, that's gonna give the lead to the Eagles first here. As you can see, though, I mean, the Cowboys have cut into our lead. We're only up by 2 points, and we're kind of running out of time here, so I gotta make sure we get something on the board. I mean, at the very least, I want to get a field goal, get out of bounds. Come on. I mean, we do have all 3 timeouts, which is pretty nice, but again, I do still gotta try and manage the clock. I mean, if we run out of time, I'm gonna be extremely butthurt. I'm just going for another short shot with Goddard. That's another one. I mean, the Cowboys did bring up a 3rd and 10 after that, though, so it looks like their defense is starting to wake up here. Bro. Oh, dude, can I hit that? That's kind of dangerous, but we're gonna find Brown again, and it looks like we're gonna be set up perfectly. Honestly, I'm just gonna try this stick play, and hopefully the defense lays off. If we get sacked, though, we are pretty much screwed. That's dangerous. We caught it, though. I mean, it looked like that got batted away, but apparently the Patrick Mahomes accuracy was perfect, just like always. So that's another touchdown for A.J. Brown, and it's going to extend this to a 2-score lead. But unfortunately, as you can see, after that, the Cowboys came back. So I thought we would have had that game in the bag with the roster we have, but I mean, I guess the Cowboys are going to pull off the upset. So we are going home, and Dak is going to the Super Bowl. And somehow, as you can see, Dak Prescott has also managed to win MVP, but after beating us, it looks like the Cowboys ended up losing to the Bengals in the Super Bowl. So I mean, it looks like Burrow finally got himself that ring. But anyways, that brings us to the offseason. Unfortunately, the Eagles are $62 million in the negative right now, so we're going to be losing DeAndre Swift, which really sucks. But other than that, I mean, we're not taking that big of a hit. And as you can see, it looks like the Chiefs are also in the negative right now, so they're going to be losing Chris Jones, Ladarius Sneed. I mean, they are taking a bigger hit than the Eagles, even though both of those teams took a pretty big hit in the offseason, more so the Chiefs than the Eagles. I'd say either way, both of these teams are still built for the playoffs. And I mean, once again, as you can see, the Eagles went off going 15-2 to win the division. And for the 2nd season in a row, they're going to get the #1 seed in the playoffs. But once again, Patrick Mahomes, for him, had a pretty underwhelming season with 3,800 yards for only 28 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And on the other hand, the Chiefs managed to go 8-9, which is very, very bad, but somehow they still made the playoffs. They played the Raiders again. I mean, considering they lost basically their whole defense, I'd say that record is kind of reasonable. But as you can see, Hurts had another crazy season with 4,000 yards for 35 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I mean, on the downside, as you can see, it looks like the Chiefs are not making it past the 1st round this time, and the Eagles have a rematch against the Cowboys. But this time, it looks like Patty Mahomes is going to get his revenge. So now we have to play the Niners for a trip to the Super Bowl. And we do start with the ball here, so hopefully we can get something going on the first drive here. I'm just going to go for a run with Gainwell, who obviously is nowhere near as good as Swift. Guy does have some speed, though. I'll give him that. So I'm going to try and go for another run here and see if he can do the same thing. I mean, I'm really hoping that wasn't just a fluke. I mean, our O-line is doing really good at blocking, so that's another big pickup on the run. I mean, I'm not even going to lie, bro. This team is so overpowered, it's not even funny. Can that work, please? No way, that's intercepted. Oh, that's a bad start. I thought we would have had that, but apparently Ward's gonna sneak up on us. And as you can see, the Niners scored after that too. So, I mean, we gotta make sure we get some points on the board this drive so I can redeem myself. Oh my God, bro. Gainwell is actually going off right now. I thought he would suck, but this guy is balling. I mean, we've only played 2 drives, and this guy has 65 yards on the run already. So it's looking like he's probably gonna get 100 today. That's another decent run. I mean, since we threw the pick, I don't want to risk too much and put the ball in the air again on a play where we don't have to. I mean, if this guy's going to keep playing the way he is, I could probably run it the whole game. So that is 77 yards on the ground for Gainwell already. I mean, I was going to try and get a running back in the offseason, but it looks like I honestly might want to just stick with him. Oh, we're getting smoked by Nick Bosa. The Niners brought up a third down after that too. So, I mean, we need something here. At the very least, I'm hoping we can get in a field goal position. I mean, this defense has been dogging us all day, but we're going to get the first down. We got smoked the second we threw that ball away too, but I'm just happy it worked out. I'm going to try and go back to AJ Brown here, and it looks like that's going to be an all right pickup. Still, obviously not enough for a first down. I'm hoping we can find Gainwell again, though, because this guy has been pretty unstoppable lately. It looks like the defense knows what's coming, though. Oh, that's still going to be a first. I mean, 8 yards to go. I'm honestly just going to hand it off to Gainwell again, because this guy's been pretty unstoppable. That run right there brings us halfway there. So if we can get another 4-yard pickup, we're going to be in the end zone. I mean, with this O-line, we should be able to get some blocks. We're getting smoked, though. So, I mean, it's 3rd and goal now. We desperately need somebody to be open. It looks like AJ Brown is probably going to be locked up. Actually, never mind. That's going to work out. It looked like he was like triple team there, but everyone kind of moved off of him. So, I mean, that's going to tie the game up. This is not going to be an easy game to win, though, because, I mean, the Niners defense is balling right now. I mean, as you can see, things are not going our way in the 4th quarter. We need to get at least a touchdown on this drive, or this game's pretty much done with. That should be at least a first. Let's go, Smith. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. We definitely still have a chance to come back here, but if we want to actually win this game, we need to make sure we get a touchdown on... Oh my God, Nick Bosa. That man has been such a problem for us today. That's like his 3rd sack of the game. So now we need to get something here. I mean, that's another interception, bro. That was off target as hell. That is basically gonna put this thing away. I don't want to say we did bad, because we did hold our own. I mean, the Niners are one of the best teams in the league right now, but I gotta say, I was expecting a little bit more out of the Eagles this year. Once again, though, I mean, it looks like Dak Prescott won his 2nd MVP in a row this year, and out of all teams, it looks like the Jaguars are gonna be winning the Super Bowl this year. I mean, I can respect that. That's actually pretty sick to see. So Trevor Lawrence got himself a ring. But anyways, once again, as you can see, the Eagles are in the negative. I mean, we did re-sign pretty much everyone, so we're not losing anyone. But on the other hand, the Chiefs had quite a bit of money to work with. As you can see, they had a really solid free agency. They got Amari Cooper, Greg Newsome, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and Cameron Hayward. I mean, after all those pickups, I'm thinking the Chiefs should make a pretty big leap this season. And it looks like the Chiefs finally had a breakout season with Jalen Hurts going 15-2 to win the division. They got to play the Ravens in the wild card round, because apparently the Bills and Jags also went 15-2. So the Bills got the #1 seed in the playoffs. But once again, Jalen Hurts seems like he just keeps getting better and better. This season, he had 4,600 yards for 50 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I mean, that should get the guy MVP. On the downside, it looks like the Eagles kind of fumbled the bag this year, going 9-8, and they managed to miss the playoffs. I mean, that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because this team is absolutely stacked. They should have done a whole lot better than that. And Mahomes had 4,300 yards for 31 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So, I mean, it's not like he played bad. That is his best season he's had on the Eagles so far. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to take down the Ravens. So now they have to play the Bengals in the divisional round. But apparently the Bengals are going to sneak away with a 1-point win. So that puts an end to that. I mean, it seems like Jalen Hurts just can't catch a break, man. I mean, being 1 point away from making it to the AFC Championship round is actually brutal. But anyways, it looks like Josh Allen is going to be winning MVP this season. And as you can see, once again, it looks like Joe Burrow is going to take down Dak Prescott in the Super Bowl. So that is 2 rings for Joe Shiesty. But once again, as you can see, the Chiefs are in the negative. So we're going to be losing a few players, but I mean, no one special is going to be leaving. On the other hand, once again, the Eagles are also short on money. So they are going to be taking a massive hit this time, even though both of those teams took some pretty big hits in the offseason. I'd say either way, I mean, with Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, they're still set to make the playoffs. I mean, as you can see, the Chiefs are going to go 16-1 to absolutely annihilate the division. I mean, clearly that is their best season yet. And once again, Jalen Hurts had another crazy season season with 4,200 yards for 45 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And on the other hand, the Eagles went 15-2. They also won their division. And I mean, as you can see, it looks like both of these teams are going to be getting the #1 seed in the playoffs. So it looks like they both went off. I'm expecting at least one of them to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's no way they both get beat out. But as you can see, Mahomes had 4,300 yards for 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, which is his best season as an Eagle. But as you can see, the Chiefs absolutely annihilated the Colts. So now they play the Broncos, and the Eagles annihilated the Giants. So now they play the Falcons. I mean, after seeing that, I'm pretty confident that one of these teams should be able to win a Super Bowl. I mean, the way they're playing so far, they actually might end up facing each other, which would actually be really cool to see. But we need to get past these games first. So I'm going to put in the air this time, and hopefully that's looking good. We're gonna find who even is that Valdez-Scantling. That's Amari Cooper. Okay, that's a first down. Kind of caught me off guard that Amari Cooper was number 11 there, but either way, I mean, I'm gonna go for Kelsey this time. That's another solid gain. I am expecting a lot out of this team though, because they are stacked. I mean, we still have Travis Kelsey, even though he's gone down to a 90 overall. Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, is a 99 now. We're 1 yard short of the first down, so I'm just gonna hand it off to Pacheco, who is also like a 93 overall now. And then Rice, as I said, if he progressed, he'd hit a 90. He is also a 91 overall. And then obviously there's Amari Cooper, who's gone down to an 89 overall, but obviously that's still pretty solid. What should I even do here, man? Oh, we're just gonna go for you. Okay, let's go, Cooper. That's another solid pickup. Obviously, Travis Kelsey has aged quite a bit since we started this video, but I'm gonna see if he still got it. I mean, that's a touchdown right there. He still got it. That's another one. Travis Kelsey in the end zone to start things off. So that is going to give us the lead here. We're up 7-3. I mean, the Broncos are pretty good at this point. So I wouldn't say it's an easy one to win, but I mean, things are looking pretty good right now. And as you can see, I mean, the Chiefs got another blowout win, which is going to send them to the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't even know who I want to pick right now, but these guys are going to be pretty tough to beat. But that brings us to our second game, which is going to be Eagles and Falcons. Again, the Eagles, just like the Chiefs, got a blowout win in their last one against the Giants. I mean, so far, it's looking like both of these teams have been pretty unstoppable so far. Obviously, the Eagles have lost a lot of players in the last few years. Okay, I don't even know who this is, but apparently that's our tight end now. It is third down though, since we couldn't get anything there. So I'm just gonna go to Neva again, who is apparently our rookie tight end. Hopefully he can get a first down for us here. Oh, man. AJ Brown's wide open. No way. That's intercept. Oh, that's a bad start. That is a bad start to this game. I mean, thankfully, our defense clutched up, so we didn't allow any points. I thought that was going to work out, though. I mean, Brown was wide open, but the ball was in the air for way too long, so that's kind of where we went wrong with that play. We're going to find Brown, though. That's a first. I mean, obviously, as I said, this team's mostly rookies at this point, but we do still have AJ Brown, and it seems like Mahomes and AJ Brown have been one hell of a duo. I'm gonna keep it on the ground after this though and test out our new running back. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's only like a 75 overall, so he is not as good as the last ones we've had. I mean, he still got a first down for us there, so I mean, I can respect him. I'm gonna put it back in the air this time though. Oh, he's going to be wide open. That's going to be a touchdown from the rookie. So that is going to give us the lead here. I mean, the Falcons probably should have scored, but either way, I'm not mad. We're up. I mean, as you can see, the Falcons kept it close. They actually sent it to OT, but we got a touchdown. So that is going to be sending Patrick Mahomes and the Eagles to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, we are set up for one hell of a game here. At least somebody is going to be getting a ring this video. But as you can see, it looks like Jalen Hurts finally got himself an MVP this season. As you can see though, the Eagles did score first, so they're up 7-0 right now. I'm just gonna run a drive with the Chiefs and try and even things up here, and then I'm just gonna let Madden decide the rest. Pacheco is gone. I mean, even though Patrick Mahomes is on the Eagles now, I'd still say the Chiefs probably have a better chance to win this game. I mean, just with the roster they have, I'd say they are definitely the better team. I mean, at least on the offensive side, because on the defensive side, I'd still say the Eagles have one of the best defenses in the league right now. Kelsey's gonna be wide open. That's a first down and some. So after that, I mean, I'd say we're set up pretty well right now. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Rice, who is one of the best players on this team at this point. I mean, he's gone up to like a 93 overall at this point. That's gonna be a touchdown too. So we're gonna sneak in for the touchdown with Rice, which is gonna tie the game up. I mean, honestly, I'd like to think the Chiefs can win this game just because their roster's better, but it could honestly go either way. I mean, as you can see, we're all tied up in overtime. So we are off to one hell of a game right now. The Chiefs have a chance to win it though, so I'm gonna see if we can finish the job here. It is fourth down after that, but I mean, all we need to do is kick a field goal because I'm pretty sure both teams have already had a possession. So as long as this is good, that is gonna give the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs. So just like this year, a field goal is all it's gonna take. I mean, that was one hell of a game. It really could have gone either way. But I mean, the Chiefs got the ball into field goal position on the last drive of the game, so that pretty much did it right there. That's exactly what I expected though. I mean, I knew if these teams faced each other, it would be an absolute war. But in the end, as you can see, it looks like Jalen Hurts and the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna get the upper hand. So they're gonna be hoisting the Lombardi trophy to end off this video. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.